In this video, I'm going to show how you can automatically send videos to your website visitors using the new Sendspark RB2B integration, which we have right here. So this is kind of the end product of how this flow is going to look. You're going to have the webhook coming in from RB2B that is identifying website visitors. Then you're going to create a personalized video in Sendspark, and then you're going to push them into an email campaign. Here, I just put Smart Lead, but we integrate with 20 other email platforms as well. So as long as you have some way to send emails, you are in good luck here. So this is kind of what the flow will look like, but I'll just show how to set it up from the beginning to end so you can follow along. Okay, so what you'll do, before you actually get started, what you'll want to do is make sure that you have your dynamic video campaign created in Sendspark. So this is like the placeholder we were saying, hey, first name, and you have, your actual video. So you'll set that up. That's going to be here in your dynamic video campaigns. So set that up first, and then also create your email template. So, wherever you're going to be sending out the email, you can structure that email, and then you'll just use the placeholder from Sendspark. And you can find that placeholder by hitting share campaign and then grabbing the snippet for any of the platforms that you're using. So just make sure that this is set up before you get started. And then what I'm going to walk through in this video is the automation. So what you can do is just do new automation. This is going to take you into the Agentic Workflow section. And then you now have an empty automation. And so for your trigger, what you're going to do is webhook. And then I'm going to do incoming webhook. And then instead of doing an existing one, I'm going to create a new one. And you can just call this RB2B visitor identified, whatever you want to call it. You can leave everything else blank. And then here it's going to give you a webhook URL. So this is the URL. So what you do, click on this button to copy it to your clipboard, and then click wait for webhook. And so now it's just going to be listening for data to come in from RB2B. So you can move forward and set up the rest of the automation. And then you can go into the Sendspark integration RB2B and then paste this webhook URL, hit save, and then just make sure that, the status goes to on, and you can adjust these settings here. To test and move forward setting the automation, make sure to hit this send test event to your Sendspark account. You should see that it responded with a 2000K. I was like, I think that should say 200 with a 200. Okay. Never seen a okay before. Cool. And then you should see all of this data here in Sendspark for you to use in the next step. And, this looks like a lot of information, but when you check, you can see some things are really important. So what we want is like the company name. We might use that in the video to personalize. We definitely want the first name because then we can say, hey, first name in our video. And there's some other info here. So we can push this data from RB2B into Sendspark to make the video extra personalized. So we have that as the trigger. The next step is going to be to add an action. And then the action, you'll select Sendspark, and then this step to create a dynamic video. And just select your account here. And then in this spot, you can map the field from RB2B into Sendspark. So first you'll select the dynamic video campaign, which is the one that you're going to be using here. And then you can start sending the data from the RB2B webhook into the video. And, the point of doing this is to personalize the video with that information. So just map in the fields that you're using. You can leave them blank if you're not using that. For background URL, it can make it look like you're recording over that website. So you might want to send the website or the LinkedIn profile of your website visitor here. And when everything's set up, just hit save. And then what this is doing, so we have a good chunk of this done. So we're basically saying, all right, website visitor identified in RB2B, create that personalized video for that person. And then the next question is, what do you want to do next? And this is where I'd say you probably want to send it out in either email or LinkedIn. And so you can select the email platform you're using. We have a bunch here, even more than you see, and I'll kind of keep scrolling for you. As just a quick demo, I'll use Smart Lead. And so, you can do Smart Lead. In this case, it would be add lead to campaign. And then you can select the campaign that you're using. And then you might want to map other fields into this as well that you're going to use in the actual email. So I'll ignore the top part because that's Smart Lead specific, but just for any email platform you're using, you might want to say, hey, first name in the email. You definitely want to send in the email address because that's the person you're going to be sending this to. And then again, any other fields that you're using in either your if you're using your email, you just want to have in your email platform, you'll map in from the RB2B webhook. So when all looks good, just hit save. And then you can start your automation and you'll be on a roll. Website visitors will get identified. You'll create AI personalized videos for them, and then you'll send them out an email. Let us know if you have any questions or need any help setting this up, but I hope this helps you connect personally at scale. So enjoy. See ya.